Hey guys, so today I'm going to be continuing my F1 2013 career mode. I'm going to be racing at the Chinese Grand Prix for the third round of the season. Last time out in Malaysia we had a pretty decent race, we finished P16 again. Meanwhile at the front we had Lewis Hamilton taking his first win for Mercedes. He was fighting with Webber and Alonso for the win, and they were pretty far ahead of the fourth place Sebastian Vettel. They were like 30 seconds ahead or something like that. So let's just look at the standings 2 rounds. So we have Lewis Hamilton leading the championship ahead of Kimi Raikkonen. Then we have Hülkenberg, Perez, Alonso, Button, Webber, Vettel, Massa, Rosberg, Maldonado, Grosjean, Sutil, Vergne, Gutierrez, Ricciardo, Paul Di Resta, Bottas, me, Bianchi, Chilton, and my teammate Charles Pic was in last place currently. And the Constructors' Championship looks like this. It's being led by Mercedes ahead of McLaren. Then we have Lotus, Ferrari, Red Bull, Sauber, Williams, Force India, Toro Rosso, Caterham, and Marussia. So currently we are on target beating Marussia for P10 in the Constructors' Championship. So I think let's just get straight into this weekend. Okay, so I think we have the first R&D objective of the season, and the rear stability will improve by 5%. So finally we have a bit of an upgrade on the car. I need to remember that I can't use Kers, otherwise I fail the objective. Alright, so I did the test, and I think I'm gonna just simply skip pre-practice. There is not much reason to watch the cars go around. Since I already finished the R&D test, and I'm just gonna go straight to qualifying. So with less than 6 minutes to go, I think I'm gonna go out on the track and set my fast laps. I was kinda hoping that the track would get better, so I haven't set a lap yet in this session. Wanted to go out late. First flying lap done, let's see where it puts us. P19. I will obviously not make it into Q2, even a second slower than Bottas, so okay, I improved a bit, but I'm still just below a second slower than Daniel Ricciardo's time, and yeah, I was slower than Bottas, so it's the highest, the fastest I can go, and it's going to be P19 yet again. It's usual, I guess I can say that. We can't really qualify higher or finish higher than P19, but at least we are ahead of both Marussia cars, and my teammate is the 2 Williams cars who not make it into Q2, the 2 Caterhams and the 2 Marussia cars. I don't think it's surprising that neither of us made it into the second part of qualifying. Sebastian Vettel won the first part of qualifying ahead of his teammate, but yeah, let's just jump to the race and we will see who will start from pole position. There is 26% chance of rain for today's race, and the pole sitter is actually Nico Rosberg ahead of Kimi Raikkonen, then Fernando Alonso, Hamilton, Webber, Vettel, Massa, Perez, Grosjean and Di Resta are the top 10. Then we have Hülkenberg, Button. Button didn't make it into the third part of qualifying. I guess that's a bit of a surprise, considering that they have started the season really well. They are second in the Constructors' Championship. Ricciardo is P13, Vergne P14, Gutierrez, Sutil, Maldonado, Bottas, me, Bianchi, Chilton, and my teammate is going to start from last position. It's going to be 56 laps, so it's a rather long race. I just want to check something, because the previous 2 races we had engine issues. By the end of the race the engine was orange, so I don't know if am I wearing out? No, still the first engine, so I guess that's good. Okay, so let's just start today's race. One more light and here away we go. For the third round of the season, I try to go to the inside to block Bianchi from... He does manage to get to the inside, unfortunately. Chilton also overtook me. My teammate is now down the inside. Try to be careful not to damage the car. Made up a few positions on P17 right now. Have Bianchi right next to me. So far I think no one got any sort of damage, or there is no spin or anything like that. Yeah, I need to get used to the fact that the car is a lot heavier because it's fueled up to the race. Trying to take a bit different lines, and I'm down the inside of Valtteri Bottas. Going to use some cares and get into the slipstream to attack him into the hairpin. Going to use up all my curse. Unfortunately, he's also using someone's slipstream. Can I get 2 positions? Almost 3. So after the first lap, I'm up to P15, starting from P19. It's a really good start, but obviously, as the laps go by, I will fall back to the back of the grid and hope that someone retires so I can finish higher than P19, as that's usually the case. I went really wide, missed my braking point. Now I have Ricciardo all over. My gearbox is most likely going to attempt an attack into the hairpin, using up all my curse to defend my position. I think I went too deep into this corner, but luckily Bottas was also attacking Ricciardo, so he couldn't really overtake me there. So Bottas moves ahead of Ricciardo. It's lap 5, so let's just look at the standings right now. So Alonso leads the race ahead of Sebastian Vettel and Lewis Hamilton. Rosberg is 4th right now. Raikkonen, Grosjean, Massa, Perez, Hülkenberg and Webber had a really bad start, only P10 right now. He started from P5. But on P11, Gutierrez P12, Di Resta P13, Vergne, me, Bottas, Ricciardo, Sutil, Maldonado, Chilton, Bianchi, and my teammate Charles Pic is currently last position. I messed up the first corner so badly. I lost all of those positions. Chilton closing in. The gap was like 5.3 a few laps ago, and now it's down to 4.5. So yeah, my tires are starting to really let go. Looks like Chilton has pitted, maybe. Yeah, he went into the pit. Might jump me with an undercut, because he was just like, I don't know, 3 or 4 seconds behind me. So he's going to be on fresh primes. Yeah, I think he might get ahead of me. First pit stop of the race. Come on. It's going to be really close with Chilton. And he hits the back of me. It suffers some damage. Just barely got ahead of him. It seems to be really fast in the straight. I mean, maybe he's using the rich mix. Lap 15. So let's just look at the race order. So Sebastian Vettel leads ahead of Fernando Alonso and Lewis Hamilton. Then we have Rosberg, Grosjean, Gutierrez. He hasn't made a pit stop yet, so that's why he's so high up. We have Raikkonen, Massa, Hülkenberg, Perez, Webber, Button, Vergne, Sutil, Maldonado, Di Resta, Bottas, Ricciardo, me, Chilton, Bianchi, and my teammate Charles Pic in last place. Leaders are going to lap me really soon. They're right behind me. Sebastian Vettel and Fernando Alonso are really close. They are battling for the win. Oh, safety car. We have 2 retirements in the second sector. You can see them on the minimap. I don't know what happened, but it's perfect for me because I'm gonna get into the pits and pit for a new set of prime tires. First safety car of the season. What? Bro, they put on... Amazing. Why did they put on worn out soft tires? Like, what is going on? Okay, I have to pit yet again. Softs, I don't know why he did that. Let's check the race order right now. So it's still Vettel leading the race ahead of Grosjean. Then Hamilton, Rosberg, Raikkonen, Vergne is right ahead of me. He's in P6. He haven't had his second pit stop yet. So then we have Massa, Webber, Button, Perez, Hülkenberg, Sutil, Maldonado, Gutierrez, Di Resta, Bottas, Chilton, me, Bianchi, Pick, Alonso and Ricciardo were the ones who retired. I think they had some sort of collision when Fernando was lapping him, which is really unfortunate because Fernando was fighting for the win. So I think this very well gives the win to Sebastian Vettel, but we will see. Okay, so safety car is going to come in this lap. Unfortunately getting blue flags. A lot of them. Come on, let's go. Overtake, overtake, overtake. Getting more and more. It's hard to let go of them without interfering with the race because everyone behind me is someone who is about to lap me. Oh, there is an incident between the two McLarens, Perez and Button came together and Perez lost his front wing, I believe. He's going really slowly. Well, I'm getting held up a lot. This is ridiculous. Thank you. His Valtteri Bottas going defensive and make down the inside and get the position away from him. I don't know if I can stay ahead of him. He might be a lot quicker than me, but we will see. We are on the same set of tires, so I mean we are on the same tire compound. I mean my engineers tells me that it's going to be rain in 5 minutes, but it doesn't look like that. It looks very sunny and I don't know, it's weird. Bottas will attack using up my remaining curves, but he might just get enough slipstream to attack, but I will try to block. I think we have maybe Perez going to lap us. He's actually ahead of me in position. He's P15, but he's going to lap both me and Bottas. So it's lap 40. Let's just look at the race. So it's Vettel still leading ahead of Hamilton and Massa. Then we have Rosberg, Raikkonen, Webber, Grosjean, Hülkenberg, Sutil and Button in the top 10. Then we have Di Resta, Vergne, Maldonado, Gutierrez, Perez, me, Bottas, Chilton, Bianchi, Pick, and of course Alonso and Ricciardo, but they have already retired from the race. There is 16 laps to go. Bottas is a lot quicker than me, and it looks like the rain has arrived because I can see drops of rain falling down. You can see there is a lot of clouds above the track. Unfortunately for me, I have to come into the pits and change for new tires, but obviously I can't put on Inters just yet because they are not going to be fast. I could technically risk staying out, but I think I will get a puncture if I do more laps. I mean, my tires are already worn out a lot, as you can see on the pod. I think I'm gonna risk not coming out to the pits and hopefully the rain will fall hard enough in maybe like 2 or 3 laps so I can put on the Inters. Okay, so I think I'm gonna switch to Inters. Feel like it's time. I also can't really go a lot more on these tires. As you can see, they are completely worn out. I think if I did 1 or 2 more laps on this set, I will get a puncture. Bottas also comes into the pit, so yeah, I made the right call by risking staying out with the worn out tires until the rain is heavy enough for intermediate. So I think I can use rich mix now. I have some fuel saved up. Last corner. And once again I'm going to finish in P16, starting from P19. My teammate is P20, but we will look at the finishing order in a second. So we had Sebastian Vettel taking his first win of the season. 11 seconds ahead of Lewis Hamilton. It was a very, I would say, commanding lead that he had throughout the whole race. I mean, he was battling with Fernando, but he retired. I don't know if that was maybe like a some sort of issue with his car, or maybe he crashed with Ricciardo, but either way, Fernando retired, and that left Vettel to take the win ahead of Lewis Hamilton. And then we have Nico Rosberg, who qualified on pole, but unfortunately couldn't really keep up with the top two. As you can see, he's rather far away from, especially from Sebastian Vettel, 25 seconds away. I think this is the second time he doesn't win from pole this season. Then we have Kimi Räikkönen in P4, over 30 seconds away from Sebastian Vettel. Then we have Mark Webber, Massa, Grosjean, Jensen Button, who had a pretty disappointing qualifying. He didn't make it into Q3, but he at least managed to get into the top 10, scored 4 points for the team. Then we have Hülkenberg, P9, and Paul Di Resta. I think he scores his first points. I mean, his first point. Then we have Maldonado, Gutierrez, Sutil, Perez. Rather disappointing race for him, only P14. Of course, he had an incident with Jensen Button. I don't know what exactly happened, but they crashed and Perez lost his front wing. Then we have Verne, me in P16, managing to finish ahead of Valtteri Bottas. Then we have Chilton, Bianchi, and my teammate Charles Pic, who finishes in P20. At this race, while the race was dry, Marussia actually had a chance to beat us with Max Chilton, but as soon as the rain fell, they couldn't really keep up. And then of course we have the two retirements, Fernando Alonso and Daniel Ricciardo. As I said, Fernando was battling for the lead with Sebastian Vettel, but unfortunately he most likely had a collision with Ricciardo and both of them retired. This is how the Drivers' Championship looks like. It's being led by Lewis Hamilton. Then we have Sebastian Vettel up in second. Kimi Räikkönen is third, Mark Webber fourth, Nico Rosberg fifth, Hülkenberg sixth, Button seventh, Perez eighth, Fernando Alonso P9, Felipe Massa P10, Grosjean, Maldonado, Sutil, and as I said, Paul Di Resta scored his first point this season for Force India. Then we have Verne, Gutierrez, Ricciardo, Bottas, me, Chilton, Bianchi, and Charles Pic. And the Constructors' Championship looks like this is being led by Mercedes ahead of Red Bull by just 12 points. Lotus is third, McLaren is fourth, Ferrari fifth, Sauber sixth, Williams, Force India, Toro Rosso, Caterham, and Marussia. So this was the third round of the season. I think the next one is going to be Bahrain. So thanks you guys for watching, and I will see you guys at the fourth round of the season in Bahrain. Bye bye.